As the Detroit Tigers finalize their roster heading into the 2021 season, they have selected the contract of LHP Derek Holland. In a corresponding move, the Tigers designated outfielder Christin Stewart for assignment to make room for Holland on the 40-man roster. As the Tigers continue towards the next phase of their rebuild, it seems that Christin Stewart is no longer in their future plans. Could Christin Stewart join the growing list of Tiger cast-offs claimed by another team? This offseason the Tigers also designated Carson Fulmer, Stokes Jr. and Sergio Alcantara for assignment. All three players ended up being claimed, which has not been the case recently for the Tigers. In the very recent past, the Tigers have been able to safely slip their own players through the waivers process and reassign them to minor league teams. Now it seems the Tigers have hit a point where other teams in the league may believe the Tigers' trash could become their treasure. While seeing their cast-offs become acquisition targets seems like an indicator that the Tigers' talent pool has gotten deeper and that the Tigers' rebuild is trending in the right direction, that may not necessarily be true. It seems that league-wide, teams are placing more value on organizational depth. Part of creating that depth is to acquire as many players with any type of major league experience as possible in order to be a quick band-aid for short-term injury situations. While none of these players may become all-stars, they could become contributors in some form. Christin Stewart may have the most intrinsic value and best curb appeal of all of the Tigers' recent DFAs. The former first-round pick was once the Tigers' top offensive prospect. However, it is important to note that he was their top offensive prospect in leaner times. Over the offseason the Tigers seemed prepared to move on from Stewart. The signings of Robbie, Grossman and Nomar Mazara solidified that sentiment. As the emergence of Victor Reyes, the improvement of JaCoby Jones and the versatility of Castro and Niko Goodrum left no space for Stewart in the crowded Detroit outfield. Stewart still possesses appealing raw power, and when he's feeling more confident, he can also bring a solid approach to the plate. After being sent down towards the end of last season, Stewart was presented with the opportunity to retool for 2021. Then in spring we saw that Stewart had been experimenting with a new setup and swing in order to become more efficient and tap into that raw power. Unfortunately, that did not carry over into spring production. However, this could be a great opportunity for Stewart to continue to work on his swing without pressure. Furthermore, he may also find himself with a new organization that has more experience and a track record of success tapping into hitters' offensive potential.